there YouTube friends, welcome back to another episode of Auntie A's Kitchen, simple and delicious food cooked and prepared in South Korea. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Today, it's a simple one, tomato tuna bake. I used to cook this myself in university. This is a very quick meal to cook. You don't need an oven. I will finish it in the oven, but you could just cook it on top of your stove. Delicious, colourful, flavoursome, wonderful. So let me show you the ingredients and let's get cooking. Okay, the ingredients for today, some pasta, some tuna. You could use any kind of tuna that you have, or you could use salmon. It works also well with this dish. I'm going to be using a shop-bought tomato sauce. You could either use a cream sauce, or you could make your own tomato sauce with some tins of tomatoes and then season with some spices. I'm going to be using some sweet corn, an onion, my own oil and garlic sauce. I'm going to be putting some leeks, and I've just got these out of the freezer. Some fresh basil, and I will season this with some oregano, some rosemary, and pepper and salt. Season your water with salt and bring it to the boil. Once it is boiling, add your pasta. I have found that 1 to 1.5 handfuls of pasta is a good quantity per person. That can be cooking. Now we're not going to fully cook this because it will finish cooking in the oven as we finish our tuna bake. What I love about this dish is that it feels effortless to prepare. There really is very little prep involved. Because my onion was so small, I decided to cut up another. I am using my own garlic oil marinade, but I recommend that you use some regular oil and a couple of cloves of garlic instead. You could choose to use any vegetable combination you want, but I think the leek complements this dish well, both in flavour and in colour. I did not have any fresh, so I used some straight from my freezer that I've already cut up. Some pepper and some salt. Keep cooking your onions and leeks until they have a bit of colour. I stir my pasta one last time and then turn it off. So into here now I'm going to add my tomato sauce, and just to get the extra little bits I'll put some water in the jar. And that gets rid of our remnants. Mix this in. Ready. I like to drain off any of the excess liquid from my sweet corn and tuna tin before I add it to my sauce. And our tuna. Okay. Mix this all up. And season. So I'm going to be using some oregano. Let's get that in. If you don't have any spices, you don't have to use any. Or if you have a mixed spice, you could use a mixed spice. And here, just putting in some rosemary. Looks delicious. More pepper. So I'm just going to now put some Parmesan into our sauce. Not that much. Make sure your oven dish is big enough to hold your tomato tuna sauce and your pasta together, and then pour them both in. If you don't have an oven, then you could serve it straight from here. I would then cook it in this pan just a little bit longer. Add our pasta in, just like this. You don't have to mix them up in your oven dish. If you find it easier, mix it up in your pan beforehand. Scrape some cheese. I'm using Gouda. Any little bits from inside, and then on top of your pasta, a nice layer. And you could use any cheese. It's just what I had in the refrigerator. Right to the so our cheese is on. Let's just do a final bit of pepper and a little bit of basil, just like that. So this now goes into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown and the top is crispy. One of the things I love about this dish is once it's in the oven, it gives me time to clear up. And the other great thing about this dish is I can make it in advance. So I could have made it, let it cool down, put it into my refrigerator, and then get it out again in the evening, put it into the oven, and there's a meal ready to go. Okay. So there we have tuna pasta bake. So serve some of this, nice and juicy. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how we make tomato tuna bake. The combination of the leeks with the onions, The tomato sauce complemented with the basil. The sweet corn brings a sweetness into the pasta. It's just a plate of deliciousness and quick to make. Don't take my word for it. Please make this for yourself. I look forward to seeing you in another video. God bless.